There we go. It would help if I clicked the button to start the YouTube stream. That would explain why the YouTube stream hadn't started. Intelligent, intelligent, intelligent. Just a zip. Not zip. Not 7-zip, not rar. Oh my god, that's not a command. Unfortunately, the import bot import executable, I shouldn't even call it a bot. The import tool only works with zip. Very specifically zip. Thank you, thank you. It's not the big, like, at the end of the day, I can, like, all I had to do was uncompress it and then recompress it into zip and use it, but yeah, it's just helps to be all on the same page. But that being said, I think we can hop right into it. How do we do this? There we go. Keyboard. Yeah, okay. So I'll try and give you advice for this matchup, but I don't understand the intricacies of this matchup all that well. So no. If it won't still work. Yeah, I saw it. It isn't just on this one. Okay, here we go. So, you are either trying to avoid everything, armor through something, or counter zone to also clear their stuff. So in my head here, to control the wrong one, right? I have a couple thoughts. Took over. I just want to understand something. So you are allowed to do that. This seems like the better option, yeah. They give you the chance to go over, beam them. Like, once you get the zoning war on your terms, it's, my understanding, kind of annoying for the Peacock to do much. She tries to get an item drop out and interrupt you to get herself started again. Is I'm pretty sure my understanding of it. Back to this point, I would ask other robos. I don't think this is all that useful of a tool in this matchup. I feel like it makes you too big, especially for item drop. The added mobility might help in situations I don't understand in this matchup, which is again why I highly recommend asking a robo player for more in-depth. But I feel like your jumping hurt box is small enough to kind of just avoid most things anyway. Here, my thought process is to control the wrong one. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't actually work. Dang. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. But, the thing you can do, and I know you're afraid of the atom drop, but can I get my dash? Your ground dash is so good for this. You take control after you push blocks. I'm not just guessing when you did it. Yeah, no, you're just going in. Like when the peacock gives you the under, it's almost always a really good option to take the under. Like this is the most dangerous type of gap they can give you. I love doing this on any character. Look at how much space you cover. Just like also, so if we want to focus on zoning instead. I didn't quite do what I wanted to do. Yeah, brass kind of makes that a little weird, but you get the idea. I think you committed a little too hard here. In my head. Oh, you don't have enough time, really? This doesn't low profile it, does it? Kind of does. Okay, so... Really? Something like that. If the life lead wasn't already such a painful spot, I feel like that trade would be in your favor. Snap and band. Why are we calling pillar there? I can only assume that was a... You don't gotta... actually, maybe you do need to do that up right here. Because that was on the second beam. Yeah, okay, no. Not enough time. I thought that was the first beam for some reason. Oh, can you just straight up not alpha counter when you have another assist out? I thought you would be able to. Yeah. If you know it's not going to hit, you throw. I can understand not expecting to get vacuumed in here, though, because it's weird. I kind of thought it would hit you as well. I'm not... SSJ canceled early is weird. Were you trying to M shot or L shot plus assist? I mean, that had to be it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was confusing alpha counter rules with the 8-2 rules. What do you mean up forward air throw? That's a light kick, medium kick. Oh, you saw what I did. I'm not gonna lie here. Okay, let me try a couple things. I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole. Okay, yeah, with different routing you can kill here. I'm tempted to just do this. And play incoming, getting meter. I'm honestly kind of tempted to just cash out early, keep Undizzy high, put yourself in a situation to build a ton of meter below one. That sucks. Sometimes you mess it up. Air hits, so you don't get much off of it. It's not a big much pickup. Mix early. Minor thing. Thought I'm gonna say it just cause. Do it with jab so you get a burst fate. Yeah, you can only do that if you use jab for the vortex. Very, very close to what I do. I honestly... I need to actually lab these incomings more than what I have. I really like this. Because Super Jump Jump Heavy Kick just beats out SSJ. And then if they ever parry... Oh my god, replay. Well, if they parry and you're high enough... There we go. If I can get the actual... I really like Jump Heavy Kick there. And if you do the tosses right, they actually give you a combo. Yeah. Why? I'm just getting... Oh, it's Mix Masters. Okay. I don't think there's necessarily a right sequence, more so just the timing. I also do it off of timing. I just know if I do it right, I get a combo after the jump heavy kick. Again, I need to lab it more. I need to actually lab. That one felt like it was pretty obviously going to be cross. I'm not going to hold you. I'm blocking cross there. Yep. That one's not ambiguous. That one's just like, oh, I know what you're doing. That sucks. Again? I don't see the vision for the helicopter in this matchup. Unironically, if doing exactly what you wanted to do, if you did exactly what you wanted to do, but didn't press anything, you're over. And then you get to set yourself up in perfect L-beam space. You can even sit and wait, double jump to like try and chicken block. Well, I mean, you don't need to double jump to chicken block it, but like Robo's jumping box is so small. It's the same thing with Fortune. You have a really good time just going over that H item. I would argue I might super jump too much, partially from being just a solo player, but super jump is a really good movement tool in this game. Like, it's actually crazy. You got so lucky. How'd you get hit like this? Uh oh. I kind of see the vision. Needed to call the assist a little earlier. This still sucks though, like, door stuck. So, your sister's on cooldown, right? Yeah. So, oh no, you needed it there to block the stun heavy punch. I was gonna say, did you? Wait, let me test this. Cause so, wait. No, it doesn't come out in time. You want to get hit by one of these? To trade in the best circumstance. Yeah, no, there's no way. God, I wish it was easier to confirm. Yeah, so your assist was on cooldown because of incoming. I like doing what you did. I'm curious. I think it does still just outright lose to game. It's not that hard to mash ending. Am I losing my mind? I swear to God. Is it just no buffer and replay takeover? What is this? I'm gonna lose my mind. That hit cross too, that's actually hilarious. Okay, because you're already cross, it doesn't actually lose to Unbang hitting the assist and then Argus you afterwards. Yep, target affiliate. No, 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 no. Keep the corner. Yeah, that sucks. This game's just rough. I like the idea. You should have lost here. It's pillar assist. The game's just kind of borked at that point anyway. You gotta get a ton of reads right. It's weird because Band is coming out, but I see this and I just, like... That's crazy that I see that. I mean, like, your beam still goes through the assist. You force them to block something, you can just zone, start your garbage. You can also choose to take space. I'm not saying that's necessarily a wrong thing. I just feel like you'll tend to do that more than just establish that you're Robo and you can actually play the zoning war versus this character. some would argue win the zoning war versus this character, depending on assists. Yeah, too much. You're playing Robo, you don't really gotta force the issue all that much. Also, you could have done level 3 here. It's a lot more expensive, but it's the one that actually keeps you safe. You just gotta, be a little bit more patient. Cool, calm, collect, and go, wait, I don't need to go in. And then don't. I know in one of my games versus you, yeah, it's so hard catching them like that. But like, I know in one of my games versus you playing Parasol, versus your anchor Robo, I'm just like, I can just run away and play zoning. Like, I can force the Robo to approach me. You've done this trick once, it's not gonna work again. Oh my god. So, it's hard to do. It's hard to get used to. But, funnily enough, what? I'm not over in time? If your pillar hits high, you get a combo without bikes. And bikes actually prevents you from getting the combo without DAC. No! What in the world? Okay. Dragon bite. I see the video. I think if you were faster, you get that. Maybe. Nah, yeah, not quite. It's a little too late of a trade. Oh, I think if they do M-Bang there, you actually lose. I might be a little delusional. This kind of sucks. I can't remember if Pillar wins now. Man, I should know that. But, if you do meaty sniper there, try and force the chip out. Squiggly Raw Tag might avoid it. I can't do replay takeover on both sides to test, unfortunately, but might be something to look into there. Yes, ye. Mr. I'm gonna press saw and you're gonna like it. I say this lovingly, by the way. He's a homie, but bro has an addiction. Oh no! What were you pressing? You're smashing throw. Okay, you thought there'd be a window there. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm sorry. They weren't very far into pressure, so there wasn't going to be a big gap there to go for a not an invul move. Or that's again. You at least to me don't feel that ambiguous. Like, it can be. It just, however you've set it up, doesn't quite. And am I just dumb and don't understand exactly when you can and can't do this? Sounds like, let me find something. No, like, this one's only the same side. And then, like, yeah. You pressed that right before they push block, that sucks. Nice. No, sad. I've been there so many times. I'm curious, actually. If you don't cancel it, it's not going to be quite enough. But, because you're close to the corner, you can delay the eager cancel, get a little more damage. And then, yeah. I do also very much just like the stun heavy punch confirm. Stun heavy punch is really hard to whiff, and it can no TP by itself. That's hilarious, actually. Nice. Where did you get that tier? Oh, did you toss? Yeah, nice. I had no clue that was there. I had no clue that was there. I am mashing pillar here. Even if I don't have bikes, I'm mashing pillar here. That's where my brain goes. I'm full sending it. And hell, I'm probably dying there a couple of times full sending it, but I don't want to hold that. I really don't. Again, like, I'm not getting hit by that because it's a left right. Because that's not a left right. Let me introduce you to this lovely, lovely thing. That's great in the zoning matchup. Armor. This button in Zoning Wars, especially like versus the mirror, if they're getting a little too uppity and just locking you down. I do, the other thing I kind of wanted to say, but there hasn't really been a great opportunity to use it. Just running at people with that button if they're going to be above you, but more often than not, this button is silly. People do not talk about... Unless they're band players, and they've been domed by instant overhead up forward jump medium kick, most other people don't talk about jump medium kick that much. It's a really good air-to-air landing on someone button. Like, it's silly. It's a big ol' leggy. One thing I will say, I've seen you do multiple tosses. I don't... One toss is, like, one set of tosses is all you need. The second one makes it, like, you're so late coming into this. The time you'll see me do what looks like second tosses is if I had tiers on screen here and I knew they'd detonate at a bad time. Then I'm doing 3 tosses when there's a tier already there to clear the tier on the screen. It also happens to coincide with also just doing a toss like I normally would here. That is usually what I'm doing. I don't know if any other pairs have specific setups that are like... or auto-time setups for specific amounts of tosses after killing someone. That might be something worth looking into, honestly. But I'm not a labber, so I'm gonna leave that to other parasols. This you don't want this toss. This sets you up perfectly, and then it's more just knowing the timing. Again, if you can find an auto-timing setup, by all means, go for it, but if that's like, no, that's not really what you have here. And whatchamacallit. Again, after this, I really love this incoming. I kind of do both, honestly. I think medium kick or medium punch tends to be a little bit better because it's less committal. But the big thing to make sure when you do this incoming is honestly do a tier toss afterwards, because if you default the shot, people are so used to okay, if I could get a combo off of it. Or maybe this only applies to when you use heavy punch. I swear you get a combo like this. Am I crazy? Yeah, okay, you do. I'm just... You gotta be quick. The toss gives you the confirm and doesn't put you in the commitment of L shot, which a lot of people are waiting for after they've blocked. Because it's very common for parasols to do L shot there, and you can just do a low profile option and beat it, or a mash option that beats it. That's hilarious. Yeah, I didn't either. I was looking at that like, is that pre-jump? Oh, squiggly 2 medium kick. Oh, it wasn't even... She kind of just low profiles that anyway. Oh, it wasn't even 2 medium kick really being the thing. It was kind of just her being small while crouching in the first place. That sucks. Goofy character. Okay. Ryuki. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Ryuki's really good at playing versus zoners. Well, really good in general, but they're good at playing versus zoners, and they have a really good team to play versus zoners. These are kind of my thoughts about Brass in a nutshell. If I have an assist like Pillar, well, I'll asterisk this with I need to feel kind of comfy in the matchup. This isn't like a hard set rule, but the way I think about playing versus Brass when I have assists is I'm playing solo v solo until they call their assist and I'm counter calling. That is my immediate thought for playing versus Brass. For any assist that's good at smacking. If it's a DP assist, or if it's anything like Excella, or not Excella, sorry, Copter. I want to be the one responding to Brass, because if they're able to respond with Brass, my assist is getting cooked, and I still have to hold that, unless my assist is like a full screen away from me. Granted, solo Robo versus solo Fortune probably wants a little bit of assistance. No, faster! Did your jab just get hit? Yeah, your jab just got hit. Okay. Baiting out the mesh. Playing versus Ryuki, fair enough. AO? No! Confirmed. Sad. Oh, that sucks. I mean, TG shaking. Never mind. Ryuki? No! First bait. That's kind of cooked. Oh no! I feel your pain. You don't have an egret because, yeah. No! That's like just a series of events I felt in my soul. I have been there. No, actually. I will say this. One thing I've kind of like noticed in personal experience is if I want to use launcher on the assist, almost always it feels better to just skip straight to the launcher, because every time I try and do like a starter string into launcher on the assist, I end up getting caught out a lot more than just going, my plan is to launch, I'm just gonna launch. It's not like the lights and mediums add that much more damage. The heavy's a heavy. It's usually going to deal closer to 1,000, whereas medium's half that, lights a tenth of that. So if my plan is to launch, so like when you did 2 light kick, 2 heavy punch, I got really scared for a second that you were just going to get caught out a little bit too late by that crescent. You avoided it in that situation, so it worked out. But in my experience, just like send the heavy first. Like just launch them, get them into the air. Because you want to be able to jump cancel as soon as possible. That is the main benefit of doing something like that. Jump cancel in this game, it lets you react. It gives you the time to react, because you got pre-block and the game just lets you cheat. So it's kind of small but important tidbit. And I wouldn't feel about messing up the egret charge there. That's kind of just something that happens, especially because it's like you thought you were crossing them up and you didn't, so you started holding back to block the opposite direction, which then gave you your completed charge input. You land, you press the light kick to go for the punch. Stuff like that happens. It's silly. The same way Parasols sometimes just randomly get dash up like L-toss in the middle of the combos because they tried to get back charge a little too fast and didn't get rid of their down input, so they got 2-3-6. Yeah, Parasol. Everyone has to experience it playing this character. Same thought process here. Again, you were under pressure, so I understand calling it. But it's like the second you call it, they go, well, now it's my turn. And they just call brass. And then it's like, no, you don't have a counter call to keep yourself safe to hit the brass afterwards. And so it's kind of like a pick your poison sort of deal, because dealing with fortune offense is not really ideal either. But more so just it's a good example of why I approach the matchup the way I do. So funny thing, it's really stupid. In this situation, this is a combo. Like, if you have a combo DHC afterwards for a full screen sniper, you get a combo. But this gets you out. Yeah, it's stupid. Obviously, you spent 3 bar to be skilled to crap, but you're in control of the game. Hit. Do you have a heavy cat on your hit route for Parasol yet? Oh, exactly what I was talking about. Oh, I feel it. So it's honestly really close to this route, and it's just an extension of the one I do, of like my basic route. Versus Lice, you need to walk forward slightly. It's... Oh, man. Good night. But yeah, so that's the heavy counter. Wait, why don't you have mod? Wait, what the... I feel like you had it at some point and got banned for a bit and then didn't get it back. Like, why don't you have mod? Yeah, they're mashing. It's the Yuki special. I can fix this, I think. Me mod, there we go. Is that it? No, one more, yeah.
Beat 'em up, guys! Showtime!
That's crazy. That didn't happen fast. Okay. One thing I do kind of just want to say in general. In this matchup, and I mean, just in general, but I feel like in this matchup, well, you almost did it here. Actually, this is a decent spot to show it. Where did I... Oh wait, this was just round start. That's right. Go back for me. The stupid button. Like, I prescribe more of this. This. Because this, you can call assist on a reaction while it's still going. You can do this, call your assist, and then like beam close to the ground. If you know someone's landing on the ground kind of in front of you, put yourself in a position for them to force them to block that. It's really good. One of the reasons I think Fortune does well in this matchup is because she has the mobility to bait it out and get above it and then still pressure behind that. It's so good. But you need to be... The big thing about Robo, and especially like using that button, is understanding your spacing to do that. That loses, that's crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, and then... But, I'm very respectful of Minecraft. I like it a lot. But yeah, no, like, getting good at using that button, making sure you're never doing it too close to them. I'm shocked you didn't get clipped by that. The difficulty is making sure you're not using it too much. And using it too close in risky spots, but if you set yourself up with your movement to just use that button and shut down people's approaches, oh my god, it's infuriating to play against you. Like, playing versus PME, granted I'm playing Parasol, who suffers from that button more than most, I'm like, okay, I'm cutting, like, I'm getting space, I'm getting space. Block stand, or jump heavy punch, into L-beam, into H-tackle, and then Robo's just, like, running away again. It's like, let me get you. I'm gonna get you. I swear to God. And then they do something stupid and overextend, and then you're sitting there waiting for them to overextend, and then they just get hit by an assist and die. Like, it's mad frustrating to play against. So, getting used to using stand heavy punch, chef's kiss. Beyond that, I feel like you're falling into the pitfall. Well, when you choose to zone, which is an entirely different discussion. I think you can afford to zone more. When you choose to zone, I would argue you're focusing a little bit too much on beams. Whereas the way I think about Fortune and the way I feel like I understand Fortune watching the really good Fortunes play is movement first, zoning second. They understand how to put themselves exactly in the spots they want to be, and then using that to zone. And whether that's using super jump heavy kick, or even just normal jump heavy kick, to put themselves in a really annoying spot to deal with, to choose whether to land on you with a button or double jump back, jump heavy punch, L-beam, like that sort of stuff. Because mixing in the approach and just landing on someone with jump medium punch is a big part of her zoning that makes her really annoying to run down, because it's like, you run under her, your L-beam can't hit me, haha, jump medium punch, down to the ground, she's in her advantage state, she calls assist. Like, so trying to think about putting yourselves in those good positions rather than going, I'm full screen, I beam. Because that's how you also run yourself into the corner and kind of get stuck there a little bit. Like, that is my understanding of Robo Fortune. And then, like I said, I think you can afford to zone more, and you, if you're going to play Robo, need to understand where your opportunities to zone are. you can zone versus Peacock significantly more than you were doing. It's an annoying matchup on both sides. There's a lot of things to keep track of. But if you get good at that, you get, arguably, one of the only matchups that beats Peacock. Arguably. But that's just the point being, she's a lot better at dealing with Peacock than a lot of other characters. Because when you understand her zoning and the parts of the zoning you're supposed to take apart from P, which I unfortunately can't give you that much insight into because I don't understand the matchup on that deep a level. That's a PME question, that's a cat pie question. Shaky question probably as well. But yeah, so those were the biggest things on Robo. And then just like thinking about what your tools actually mean for you in your matchups. And so I was like, jump heavy kick is really good in some matchups. P, probably not that much. Yeah. The Philia, I didn't focus on too much. Yeah, I don't think I have too many thoughts for the Philia. Partially because I also just don't understand her that well. Parasol, I kind of talked about very more niche specific things like routing. Was there anything major? No, I kind of just want to leave it at the more tech specific stuff. I wasn't focusing too much on the habits. Yeah, I think I will just leave it at that. And struggling at applying stuff in matches, I feel like me for the past 6 months. I'm gonna focus on when they're push blocking me and either push block bait or preemptively dash to continue my pressure. Me for the past 6 months. L shot safe. Like I just like, bro, brain empty. It's so hard, especially when it's like really habit, like it's a strongly formed habit. It's hard to piece apart that stuff, and so it'll come bit by bit. The main thing when it comes to trying to enforce those habits is going into a set with that in the forefront of your mind. Honestly, I found it most effective when I just have like a written out list of the 1 to 3 things I want to focus on, and I just set it somewhere in eyesight or close to, where it's like, if I take a break from the game and grab a drink or something, or like from the set, like mid-set, I can just like randomly see it again, remind myself, I'm thinking about this. Because you just want to have the presence of mind to think about it. Don't beat yourself up for not doing it, because that is counterproductive, and I've been there. Trust me, it doesn't work. Don't go, oh crap, I should have done this, like this is what I'm supposed to be working on. Go, oh yeah, right, I am supposed to be working on this. I'll try and remember next time. Because eventually, after going, I'll remember it next time, the next situation approaches and you go, oh, I recognized it this time. And then that's step 1. You recognize it more, you recognize it more, you recognize it more. All of a sudden you recognize it really quickly and your brain goes, I'm doing this here. And then slowly, over time, you do it, it becomes just ingrained, you move on to the next thing. So that's a lot of what you're dealing with. Building habits is hard, breaking habits is even harder. It takes time. Like, you know this, you already know this, so I'm kind of preaching to the choir, but never hurts to say it again. So, on that note, unless you have any further questions, I think I'll be hopping off because I signed up for Mixed Masters tonight. If that is a mistake, we'll see you later. Yeah, we'll see. I should probably play solo Parasol tonight. I kind of don't want to sweat, and I kind of want to play another team again, but I know I'm just going to get tilted if I play another team again, but yeah, I'm glad it helps. And, you know the deal. Anything else comes up, shoot me a ping, shoot me a DM, blah, 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 blah. You know the deal. I'll catch y'all sometime. I don't know who's hosting Get Gr8, but yeah, Get Gr8 on Saturday. Pull up. Have a good night, everybody. I didn't remember the video, whatever. Scuff stream, first stream of the year, yee!